I just came back from Agenda trade show in downtown Long Beach. If anybody remembers early ASR days, it reminds me of ASR. Shout out to Robbie Sisney. I actually wasn't making plans to go, but last minute he called me up and said, hey, let's do a quick day trip over there. In any case, this is something I've brought up so many times when I'm cautioning a new brand, and so I definitely wanted to make a video about it because I see the people at the trade show, and I don't even have to know you. I could see the look on your face if you're not getting well received or you don't have any orders. You feel upset and bummed, maybe even gypped that you bought trade show booth space and you're not getting the attention that you were thinking. Almost any startup that I talked to, especially years ago when the industry was much bigger, buying was a lot bigger, and there were a lot more people that were kind of going for it. There were a lot more people opening boutiques as well, so there was both a give and a take that was 6 times bigger, I would say, than what the arena is now. But everyone is so quick to jump into the trade show scene. A lot of times that's your first introduction to the scene is going to Magic, or before it was going to ASR. Now Agenda is sort of taking up that spot. They'll see Agenda and, you know, kind of fall in love with the trade show aspect of it and how cool it is to just kind of show off your line and aim for that as if that is the main goal. And what will happen is what has happened to probably, by this point, thousands of companies. And you're not going to get a lot of orders or no orders at all. Because if you're expecting to show up at the trade show, and the industry is going to open up and all these buyers who look at brands every single day and own shops or who are in charge of buying for bigger chains and big box chains are going to come and write you checks, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. Because you're going to go in an arena that's already steeped with tons of competition, and you're literally thinking you're going to outcool them. You can't outcool these companies, especially when they have you know, $250,000 marketing budgets. Making this video to say, don't be eager to show at the trade show. Don't be so eager as if the only way to garner accounts. Go old school. So make a line, knock on doors, make appointments, show the line, and sell it. Without the trade show, do it old school before trade shows. And my rule of thumb is have at least 10 accounts before you start thinking about showing at the trade show. If it's a brand that I'm invested into in any way, that number is a lot higher. I need to have a really good confidence that it's worth it for you to pay an upwards of $5,000 to all the way to $15,000 to have a booth to show you know, more people in the buying arena that want to introduce your brand into their shops or their retail chain. It needs to be to a point where you need to show up at the show to make it more efficient, to make buys happen. But if you're thinking the mentality that you're going to show up to the show, then the buys are going to happen after that, it's really disillusioned. I want to save people their time, money, and stress. You could take that money and do a lot of other things with it. But if you're not ready to show at the trade show, it hurts me when that much money and time and energy is put into it. And the truth of the matter is you weren't ready to show at the trade show in the beginning. I literally have had 5 that I can remember off the top of my head, 5 different clothing lines or would-be clothing lines where I cautioned them not to just show up at the show. They did it, and I had called it way in the future what was going to happen, and so I don't want that demise to happen to you. Be very realistic about what your goal is out of that. It's really tough to squeeze a PO, a purchase order, out of retail that has no idea who you are and have no incentive to bring you into their shop. Questions, comments, stuff to add, any of my industry cats that want to add to this, like, you already know, drop it, and hope that helps.